Today, we're excited to welcome a rising star from the heart of the South, Stephen Morgan, better known to fans as Luizana. Born and raised in North Louisiana, this talented artist has been perfecting his craft since the age of 9, steadily building a reputation that stretches from one end of the boot state to the other. With notable performances alongside industry heavyweights like Lil Wayne, T.I., and Twista, Luizana has established himself as a formidable voice in Southern hip-hop. His mixtapes, including I Got the Sheetrock and Put Your Money Where the Mouth Is, have sold thousands of units, while singles like Put the Camera on Me continue to gain traction across the region. So this is your girl Cynthia, back with Ourconic Entertainment, and I am extra thrilled today. I'm sitting here with the one and the only Luizana Cash. We're right here in Dallas, Texas. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
I am good. I'm gonna turn this way and get all of your business.
For sure.
You can get good and personal. First, tell us who you are, what you do, and why you dope.
I'm Luizana Cash. I'm an artist, of course, from Louisiana. Got a few hits, singles that you might have heard of.
Whatever you want. Let me get 'em. We call it that boo. From Louisiana, you know we go down this way.
And I'm a dope ass artist just because I go on what I feel. I make music of how I feel, what's going on. If it's something in the club, if it's real life music, put it all on a beat, you know what I'm saying? And
right.
Actually go out feeling. So that's why I'm super dope. One of the best hit makers you're gonna find for sure.
So behind the scenes, before we got started, before we turned the cameras on, I told you we do the surface level questions at first, but I'm gonna get all in your business.
All right.
Okay? So tell me how you got started as an artist.
As an artist, I always liked music, but I got started as an artist back in Grambling, Louisiana, where I came up. I was signed to a local label, Plateau Records. And we actually used to come out here a lot, like come out to Dallas and do a lot of grinding. So it all made sense because not too long after them, my first pretty much hit song popped off in Dallas.
Okay.
So,
and what song was that?
Walk With a Dip.
I walk with a deal, my swag off the real. I bounce through the club like a pimp on the shield.
So it all made sense. It all came back around, you know what I mean? So that's pretty much how I got started. I was in a group and just kept going.
Okay.
You know?
So how did you decide to branch off?
It kind of just worked itself out. Like that was a while ago, but it was differences. With all that going on, and you know, people take other avenues, and they still good people. I'm still cool with, they got good relationships with everybody, so nothing bad, but you know, everybody just do other things and opportunities come, and you know, you just gotta keep going, and it all figures itself out when you keep going for real.
Very true. So Louisiana has a lot of flavor.
For sure, we got the most flavor.
Right, in every facet of that word, right?
Nah, for sure.
So how has growing up in Louisiana shaped you as an artist?
Louisiana gonna teach you everything. Like you gonna have to, like you say, flavor. You're gonna see everything, you're gonna experience everything young. We're gonna be outside, from the good to the bad. Like literally, you gonna see and experience everything young. So, I always say anybody from Louisiana, if you grew up and you was like outside or came from, but it really don't even matter the environment you was in. You can be in the country or you can be in the projects, you can be in the inner city, you still gonna experience certain stuff. I don't think nobody from Louisiana scared of nothing.
Okay.
I mean, scared of nothing, cause we done seen it, you know what I mean? So, and we just seen it on the level to where it's not, I always say like, you know, when we start off going to clubs or when we outside, our clubs look like hole in the walls, and this can be the nicer club. So when we go to the big city and it's nicer things, we definitely ain't scared of that. You know, everything look like a better opportunity from where we come from. So it's gonna shape you. You're gonna have to grow up tough, you know what I mean? But at the same time, going to other cities and being other places, what I've learned is we kind of grew up with a survival mentality.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because we had to get a lot of stuff out the mud, and sometimes it prevent us from going to different places because we living off survival. Like, we almost don't want people to help. We almost don't we got a certain type of pride, and it's a good thing, but it's also can hold us back sometimes.
Okay.
But that's how, it's gonna shape you.
Right.
For real.
So tell me about your parents.
Well, my mom is the dopest. I got the best mom in the world. We a week off Mother's Day, so
Right.
I got the best mom in the world. She older now. Well, my mom ain't that old. I ain't trying to play on her age, but you know what I mean? Mom was there. Like, mama went hard. She worked 2-3 jobs, done what she had to do. It was 3 of us.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So I grew up in one of those broken homes, 3 of us. We got 3 different daddies.
So where are you in the middle?
I was the youngest.
The youngest?
Yeah, I'm the youngest.
Okay.
So we had to figure a lot of stuff out, and we stuck together, but mama went hard. And she still go hard, you know what I mean? Praying mom, like in the church, had us in the church. So my belief in God is real big, even though we mess up sometimes, but my dad wasn't really around, but we got a better relationship now since I'm a dad, you know, so this kind of the time that I need him the most anyway. But I mean, parents was there. Mama was still be acting like mama, you know what I mean? Like, call and still be on it. So yeah, I ain't got nothing but good things to say about Mom Dukes.
I love to hear that I'm a mom, so it makes me happy.
Yeah.
So I know that we have love for mom, but who is your biggest influence, whether it be as a child or even now?
My biggest influence?
As a man or even as an artist?
As an artist, I will probably say Lil Wayne as an artist. Wayne, T.I. As a man, probably my old high school coach.
Okay.
He passed, I think last year, the top of last year.
What impact did he
No, he passed year before last, I'm sorry. But he just always taught us class. He always taught us winning. He always taught us to be a man, like be tough. You know, like ain't nothing gonna be easy, but don't make it hard. Figure it out, you know what I mean?
Like that.
Like he taught us to just be a man. We gonna wear a shirt and tie on game day. We're not gonna, you know, certain things like that stick with you. You know, when you get older, certain events, you gotta dress it up. You know, certain things like that. He taught us business, you know, like when it's time to get on the court, we're not smiling, it's business time. So I would probably say my high school basketball coach, Michael Lyons.
I like that.
Yep.
Awesome. So when it came to music, was it something that you pursued to get out of where you were, or was it just a calling for you? How do you feel about that?
I think it was a calling because even like when I first started out, like I was in a group and we made a hit song. You know what I mean? So in the area we had like a hit. So I think it was a calling of just making a gift of knowing hit songs and making hits. Not just rapping just to be rapping, but making songs that can go through the cracks and actually start in your back room. You can be in the closet and it can go from the closet to the club to the radio to billboards, you know what I mean? And to have that vision on certain stuff, that's just how I am. So I'd probably say a calling instead of more than anything, you know, for real.
What does your work ethic look like as an artist?
I ain't gonna lie, I used to be way more locked in than what I am now. Daddy life gonna get you up out of that a little bit more. You know what I mean? You gotta balance it out. Like I used to be locked into a bubble where all I'm doing is working, writing raps all day. I'm talking about all day. Get out the road, come back, write raps, go to the studio. Get out the road, come back, write raps, go to the studio. it was like that. Now getting a little older, you have responsibilities that,
Right.
you know, so now I gotta make more time for it, but I still find time to make, even when I'm on the road, I'm still listening to beats, I'm still coming up with ideas that I'm putting down, I'm still in my voice note, you know, on my phone recording shit, like recording certain things that I'm trying to hold on to so I can have for later. So it don't stop, you know what I mean? It's always, you're always on the go and being creative, but I used to be a lot more. I'm getting back to it though. I'm getting back to full time in it like I used to, you know, but hey, we gotta do what comes first, you know.
Right. Yeah, that's definitely important because you don't want to miss the special moments.
I ain't gonna miss them.
Right.
I ain't gonna miss them, you know. That's what it's
that.
about.
So as a father, are you instilling, you know, certain things about the music industry, or are you just nurturing what your child has? Do you think that they're gonna pursue?
Oh, well, he's 4, so he's still young. But I can tell you like music because he be in the back and rapping.
I figured.
Yeah, he think he a rapper already. Like,
I figured, yeah.
He all over the place right now, so he gonna do something that is gonna be big. It's gonna be special. He gonna do it at a high level. So I'm not really forcing nothing on him now. Just guiding him. Music, we gonna ride in the car. We gonna listen to the music loud.
Right.
You know what I mean? If you want to put the headphones on, we gonna do that. If you wanna go throw the football or basketball, we gonna do all that. You know. So we gonna keep it introducing him to everything and kind of let him figure out what he liked the most, and then I can see like, okay, he liked that.
I love that.
Yeah.
And so I know that you kind of took a detour a little bit from the music once you became a parent, but when you were full-time in the industry or full-time on your grind, what was your biggest challenge as an artist? That you felt like, if I could just get past this part, then this life would be a little bit easier.
You know what? It's always like when you have success or you do something and something happens big, it's always connected to like somebody that try to bring you down with it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I would probably say that. Like anytime something major success happens, it's always gonna be that, not really devil, but that other side of it to where it's like, they trying to, something is trying to break, well, it's like the devil, for real. Something is trying to tear it down or tear it apart or pull you back, or it's always some type of conflict. So I would say that's probably the hardest part. Even if it's like just, it can be homeboys. Like this person was your friend, and then you have success, and this is what we've been wanting, and then this person turned into your biggest hater. It's like, bro, what we doing? Like, we here now. But it always get weird, you know what I mean? Yeah. So I would probably say that. Anything else is, you know, can be handled. But, you know, when you see people change that you got love for, you close to, that's when it get a little tough.
Do you think that in the process they see you differently, or do you think that the success changes you? Or could it be both?
Nah, I think people still think you the same person. Like, some people don't grow. You know what I mean? So if you go to another level of success, you have to grow. Or not even success, just you doing something on another level, like you advancing in life. Some people don't advance, so they see you as the same person that you was before you had to change your mentality, before you change thought processes about something, and people still want to treat you as that person.
Okay.
And you not no more. You can't be no more, or you won't continue to advance and excel. So that's what it be sometimes. People just want to still kind of downplay your work and what you've done, and when you're not really going with that, that's when they have the issue with you.
Yeah.
You know, instead of seeing you on another level and respecting you for it. Or they getting on your level, y'all getting on the same level together. Like, let's go. We doing this now. We ain't doing that no more. We doing this. People still want to do that. So that's what I think, you know.
So how would you, like for the new people that are coming into the industry, which we talked about a little bit earlier, how do you, if you were to mentor someone, or if you have like just giving advice to those coming into the industry, how would you tell them to start to recognize when you start to change and when your circle starts to change? Like, what should they look out for in advance before it actually happens?
Honestly, if they coming in the game, I wouldn't even tell them none of that. because sometimes you can tell a younger artist certain stuff too fast.
Okay.
And now it's on their radar, and they be the one to change. Kind of let it happen and guide them. I wouldn't necessarily do so much of the talking and saying, watch out for this, watch out for that. No, I gotta let you make your mistakes, but I'm gonna just automatically help you along the way. Like, say for instance, let's see, if it's a young rapper and he want to be an artist and he fresh in. If it's something that I experienced and I know at this point that artist don't need that, I'm gonna still let you go through. Like, say for instance, you dealing with somebody, a radio DJ, and you really don't have to work with this DJ, but going through this proper channel gonna help you advance. Go through that channel.
Okay.
I'm not gonna tell you from all my years of experience not to do something, because it's still gonna help you. It's like if you athlete and you got a vet, let that rookie make certain mistakes, not mistakes to where they're gonna crash out. Right. You know what I mean? It's not like, if it's somebody you necessarily don't need to deal with, no, we're not gonna deal with. I'm gonna tell you, no, you don't have to do that. But if it's somebody that's still gonna help you advance, no, even though I don't need to do that right now, you probably still need to do that. And go through that, because at the end of the day, you will have a relationship. Right. And that relationship can help you on down the road, And
partnership and relationship in the industry is very important.
Key, more than, like, it's really real when they say that's worth more than money. For sure. Okay. So we're not gonna bypass that opportunity for a relationship when, you still gotta do that part. Yeah. Early on.
I love that. Yep. Okay. So if you could pick one or two of your songs that you've done so far, what's your favorite? And what does it really mean to you? I'll give you two. Pick two.
Two songs. My favorite songs?
From your career.
They probably not even released. They probably not even out.
Okay.
It's a song.
Going into the chest, you gotta share.
Yeah, but I don't even know why I didn't put these songs out. It was a song I made for my grandmother after she passed. I got a feature on it and everything. Paid for the feature, didn't even put it out because I listened to it like, when them songs like make you shed a tear, move you, them be the ones. Yeah. I let my family listen to it. They was crying. I'm like, nah, it's on the tuck. So, you know what I mean? Like, sometimes people say you put it out anyway. Nah, certain ones you just don't want to expose it because it's just for you. Like I said, I paid for the song too, like put some money behind it and never released it. That's one I got from my grandmother. And another song, my favorite song that I can listen to, I don't got no favorite song, but I'll say my favorite project as of right now is the one I just dropped. Well, not just dropped, the last one I put out, Jamming Too Hard. Okay. I actually ride to that when I'm on the road. And
why is that one special?
I think because of the time that I made it. Was going through a lot. Like, it was good. And then it was like weird. I would do some of the biggest stuff I've ever done before. Then on the other side, it was like baby mamas. It was all over the place. So yeah, I would probably say Jamming Too Hard, probably the best project, my favorite project.
So we talked about a little bit of like energy transfer or even just like frequencies of music before we turned on the cameras. So when you're writing, perfect. With that being said, right? How emotional, like how much emotion goes into you putting songs out there? Because I know even the one you said about your grandmother, like you can still feel the same way when you listen to it. Like how conscious are you when you're putting out, even if it's not that personal about your grandmother, but how conscious are you about the emotion that you put into your music? Sometimes are you just writing to release, or are you writing to actually like really make an impact? Or can it be both?
Both. Certain songs, I'm writing to release. Like release what if something heavy on me and it's something that happened I write it off. You can write it off and make a song about it, and I feel don't even think about it no more.
Okay.
You know, so it is kind of therapy. Then at other times, it's like just club, just something where I'm just popping it. You know what I mean? It ain't really about nothing. It's just, sometimes it's still about, like I'm making this to somebody. I'm talking to them, but I'm popping it on what I'm popping it on, but I'm really talking to somebody. Sometimes it be like that too.
Yeah.
But it is therapy sometimes, like a lot of times. And it start with the beat. Like if a beat saying the right thing to you, that's when it's like,
it'll flow. Yeah,
it flow, for real. It just come to your head, and once like something come to my head, like in the beginning, it's like, oh no, we gotta finish that, keep going, keep going. So it's a feeling, it's really a feeling, for sure, for sure.
That's what's up. So I know that music is, or writing can be therapy. What's another way that you take care of your mental health?
I'm in the gym, I work out for like 4 or 5 times, 3, 4, 5 times a week. Walk, do morning walks. So I do like a 75 hard, like a 75 days of certain things. I do like, I be disciplined with myself. Like I have to lock back in. So sometimes I can go off on the deep end and just be, my head be nasty. I'm talking about drinking bad, smoking bad, living a rapper life, just moving fast. You know what I mean? But then it's a time where I say, all right, okay, it might be a top of the month. Gotta go 30 days to where we ain't on nothing. And they suck, it suck too, but it also help, it's a balance, you know what I mean? So during that time, when I'm like on whatever type of diet I'm on, and it's not just food, I'm never on a food diet, but I mean just dieting from anything. That's when I'm working out, drinking my water, I'm locked in, I'm watching what I'm taking in on social media, watching what I'm clicking on. I delete Instagram for a week. Just not even, I don't wake up to it. Delete Facebook, I don't wake up to it. I do all that type of stuff within those 30 days. And then it come back around and here it comes. Yeah, go to spending money, stupid, go to just, it's a balance in life though, I mean, we got a balance. So that's how I protect my mental health, just staying conscious of it, because it's all about what you taking in. That's the first part that you got to be conscious of. It's all about what you taking in.
And so as a man and an artist, do you have a support circle that supports you, or are you the go-to person?
Well, I'm the go-to person as far as like keeping everybody up, energy-wise. But I have people that I can talk to and vent about certain things, but I still keep it on tell nobody everything. Nobody. God know everything, but I don't tell nobody everything. Not that nobody gonna come back. I feel like they're gonna come back and use it against me. It's just don't tell no. Sometimes you can tell people stuff and they put their ideas or they thoughts of what you going through or what you doing on you, and they could be completely wrong. So I don't need everybody just thoughts on certain stuff. It could be an outdated theory, something that they believe in. It could be like, ain't nobody even on that no more though, what you telling me? So I don't tell nobody everything.
That's fair, I guess.
You guess, you say,
I guess.
Nah, but for real,
But no, I mean, it makes sense.
Nobody.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna say you can't, but I don't tell nobody everything. Cause again, they'll be done gave you some advice and it don't even make sense for your life.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Or steered you into, you'll listen to 5 people, or you listen to these certain people and they just steered you into their way of living their life. Now you exactly walking down that same road that they on, and you might not even want to go down that road.
Yeah.
Not that they on a bad version of their life, but they ain't what you want to do.
Yeah, it's just not for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. What's your superpower?
I can see something great before it happens. I can see the specialness in something that nobody else can see. And I'm just not realizing it, being confident enough to even say it. I'm glad you asked that.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I can see something special
Meaning what?
Even if it's a song that somebody else made, I can hear it and be like, oh, nah, that's different. And nobody else will hear what I'm hearing. I can see the way somebody do something or they create something, be like, oh, nah, that's different. And I look up and 2 or 3, 4 years, it'd be the biggest thing. Yeah. And like people used to think I was crazy with that. And I used to say nothing. I stopped saying it at one point. But that's when you start weakening your superpower. Yeah. Now we can't do that. We gotta pop our superpower and say what it is. So I think I can see something great within something, even if it's like an idea. That ain't gonna work. Not to be negative, but I can see why it won't, and I can also see, nah, that could be big. That goes back to making certain songs in the back of somebody's house. Be like, oh, no, that's it. And they actually go be big. Like, where I'm from, people ain't supposed to be doing the stuff that I done. That's just what that is, you know? But I can see something special in certain things.
That's dope.
For sure.
So, what makes you special? Like, how did you know I can go out and do this? Because like you just said, we're not supposed to do this because of where I'm from. But what made you think I can do it? I'm gonna do it.
The confidence, you go do it. I believe you can do anything. I really believe you can do anything you want to do in life. It take hard work. It take confidence, and like your spirit got to be right too. You can't say it on the outside, like, I'm gonna do this, and then on the inside be feeling like, I don't really think. Nah, you gotta know physically, mentally that this, I'm gonna do it. And you're gonna hear a lot of no's. You're gonna hear a lot of people not on the same wavelength that you on. That just come with it, right? But, and you gotta be different. You gotta be different. I've had a lot of people, homeboys, family, friends, tell me certain songs wasn't it, or certain things wasn't it. And when you know, you know. It's just when you know. I mean, that's with anything though, right? Yeah. Like when you really know, like.
And you also got a superpower, so it's a little bit different.
Yeah, well, yeah, and that's the part that I sometimes take for granted, or I think that other people are supposed to see what I be seeing too. Yeah. Or sometimes I have went against what I know I'm gifted with and went with somebody else. That ain't it, or that ain't it, huh? Nah, that ain't it, Cass, do something else. You right. And then now I've let myself down because I felt a different way about something, but listening to somebody else, you can't blame nobody else for your decisions that you make in life. So now.
Very true.
But a lot goes in with seeing that certain stuff. A lot go in with it. You gotta stay in tune to everything that's going on around you.
Finish this sentence for me. Now that I know better, I am what?
Ready. Yo, ready.
All right, take off. What's your dream collaboration?
A song with Jasmine Sullivan and Anthony Hamilton.
Oh God, that'd be crazy.
That'd be crazy, right?
That'd be crazy.
That's really it.
Who can we call about that?
Man.
Somebody call somebody.
Anthony Hamilton used to record at the studio out there in Charlotte that I used to be at.
Yeah.
But that's my dream collaboration. That'd be crazy, right?
That'd be crazy.
Yeah.
I would love that. On repeat. We already got you on repeat.
So.
Okay, so speaking of repeat, we absolutely have your songs on repeat for the Reflection soundtrack. So what was your motivation? Like, how did you get into making the songs from the soundtrack?
Well, it's positivity.
You gotta ask yourself, do you believe? Do you believe? Do you want to succeed? Do you believe in the dreams that you're trying to achieve? Do you have confidence? Do you take a risk, not worry about the consequence?
Just staying positive.
Reflection.
And I was challenged this time because it was no club, no club beats, no popping it. Let's make it all music to where it's a message behind.
Yeah.
So at that time, just had to stay in that box and realize like, don't make the music as if I'm talking to somebody. And like trying to give game or staying positive about something that someone could be going through. So that's what the motivation from the music was, for real.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, so tell me a time when if you had one, or if you felt like you wanted to quit music. And why?
Yo, I still feel like that sometimes. Cause I've done it for so long. And really what it be is, man, being honest about it, it's like after I achieve a goal, I'll be like, all right, I'm straight. Then I have to get back into my bag, like, nah, bro, we got more to do. Like, that's really what it be. I ain't gonna lie. Like, and I can't do, I really have to stop doing that. So say for instance, like performing on the field with the band. Like I'm from Grambling State University is a big thing, the band. And I always, like, this was years ago, I always wanted to perform with the band on the field. So I ended up performing with the band, Grambling band, at the LSU game. While Grambling played LSU for the first time. The LSU theme song is my song. So it just was all crazy, right? After I done that, I kind of chilled a little bit too long. You know what I mean? Like I relaxed. Like that was a big goal. I never would have thought it would have been on that level. Yeah. But once I done that,
I felt like you made it.
Man, I was like, oh, this 100,000. What we doing? And it's LSU and Grambling.
Yeah.
I should have dropped right the next week.
Right there.
Yeah, that kind of. So you have to stay. That's when I be wanting to like quit. Like when I knock off a goal, sometimes you get relaxed. You have to.
I was listening to Eric Thomas, and he says you got to keep that dog in you.
You got to keep that dog.
You got to remember your why. Keep the dog in you. Remember your why. As long as you have a why, you won't feel like, okay, well, I did that, so.
You have to always want to be the best.
Yeah.
Regardless to what you doing or what achievements, accomplishments you doing, you gotta always want to be the best, because there's always gonna be new artists and new waves come. You gotta want to be better than them. So being the best will keep you in your bag. You know what I mean? Goals and achievements they'll keep you going, but you can also plateau. You can like peak out. Like I done everything. You can get to that point, but when you want to be the best, you don't never stop wanting to be the best, because it's always gonna be something that you're at the top. That's really the mentality you gotta have. Like I want to be the dopest rapper, artist ever, and then here come a new wave. Boom, you gotta want to be better than them, doper than them. Oh, that's the new wave. Let me get in there and be better than them. So that's what keep you going. That's what can keep you going. Being the best at what you do.
The best at what you do. What's your legacy? Your hip hop legacy. You're revving back up. We getting that dog back in you. What's your legacy? What's the Cash legacy?
I ain't through writing it yet. Before I answer, I don't want to answer that one. With all due respect.
No, absolutely.
I don't want to answer that because just one of the biggest things is to know that you can do whatever you want to do. Any and everything is possible. Any and everything is possible, for real. It can happen. But the legacy is we still writing the legacy.
Right, just making sure you're still in there.
Oh yeah,
we in the background, we cheering.
Yeah. I ain't going nowhere.
I'm on the bandwagon now. Sign me up.
I just go to tripping sometimes. And it take me too long to finish the music. Really, what happens is sometimes I be in song mode, sometimes I be in project mode. The project mode take too long sometimes.
Okay.
You know, I can release a song every week. And then sometimes I want to create a certain project. So I take these songs, don't put them out. I just want to put it behind this project. You ain't put them out. I can have 25 songs, 30 songs, 100 songs. We're just working on this project. No, the people need all those 100 songs.
We need it.
Yeah, instead of working on this one project. So that's what it be sometimes. Sometimes project mode take too long.
So tell us, what can we look for what we got out here, where we can find you?
You can find all the music they're available on all the streaming platforms. The Reflection soundtrack, that's what we're here for. That's out on all streaming platforms. I'm working on a project now, I'm almost done. It's called Dollar. That's kind of my nickname at home.
Any features on here?
I got one now. I got Charlie Boy on the song, and I'm working on the features now. So it's gonna be super dope as always. And that's what's coming up, finishing this project, and then I'm gonna start doing some more stuff like I got some stuff I'm gonna do over the summer. I don't wanna.
Yeah. We're gonna look out for it.
Yeah, we got some dope stuff that we put together. So
that's what's up.
Dollar is on the way though.
It's on the way.
Reflection soundtrack. It's already out. Go get that.
Well, I appreciate you taking the time to talk to us today.
Sure.
Right here with Ourconic Entertainment. You guys stay tuned. Ourconic.com, Louisiana Cash.
For sure.
Thank you.